Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Retro Made Geeky. This week I have a discussion question that I love because it's basically therapy for retro gamers. What's a game you are absolutely horrible at, but you still love to play anyway? And I don't necessarily mean a game that's objectively one of the hardest games ever, like Battletoads. I mean the one where no matter how many times you play it, how many times you try to beat that stage, you still die, you time out, you get knocked out or whatever, but you still come back for more. Starting off for me, Ninja Gaiden on the NES. Now, I never actually owned Ninja Gaiden growing up. I had to rent it. You know, the trips down to Blockbuster or your local video store, renting it for the weekend. And you know what that means. One weekend, one chance, and your ego gets beat up in real time. And here's the thing. I honestly never got past the second stage. Not once. It wasn't even that I felt like this game was impossible. It was more like I'd get into a rhythm, I'd start feeling cool, and then BAM! Something fast, something sneaky, and it's over. But I still loved it. The feeling, the speed, the music, the whole cinematic ninja action feel, it made me want to be good at it. And every time I played, I thought, okay, this is the run. But it wasn't the run. And Ninja Gaiden wasn't my only game like that. There are a few NES classics that I'm not that great at, but I still load them up and play because they're that fun. Second on my list is Mega Man on the NES, because the concept is just perfect. You pick a stage, fight a boss, and when you win, you get that boss's power, which changes how you approach the rest of the game. That mechanic is legendary, because it makes you feel like you're building your own toolbox as you go. But here's why I'm bad at it. The order. Mega Man is one of those games where you can either pick the smart order, or pick based on what I feel like playing and then immediately suffer. Also, the original Mega Man had that early entry roughness. No slide, fewer conveniences than later games, so it can feel extra punishing when you're still learning. But even when I'm getting stomped, I love it because the boss fights are memorable, the stages and the music are iconic, and when you finally learn that pattern, it feels like you've actually leveled up. And finally, Ghosts and Goblins on the NES. This one has a reputation for being brutally hard, and honestly, that difficulty is part of why it's so memorable. Here's the deal. You're Arthur the Knight. You can take a hit, and when you do, you lose your armor. You're left fighting in your underwear. And then, the next mistake can cost you your life. And the movement adds to it too. Because jumping, it's a commitment. Once you jump, you're locked in, so every leap feels like signing a contract you didn't read. And then there are the weapons. Ghosts and Goblins have multiple weapons that you can pick up, and your run can feel totally different depending on what you're using. Some are practical, some are an experience. And that's the thing. Even when it's destroying you, you keep going because the moment you survive a section that used to wreck you instantly, that's the good stuff. So what weapon do you actually want in Ghosts and Goblins? What weapon makes you want to reset it instantly? So yeah, Ninja Gaiden, Mega Man, Ghosts and Goblins. I'm not claiming to be good at any of them, but I love them anyway, because these are games that have something special. The music, the feel, the identity, and that one more try pull, even when you're getting wrecked. Okay, so now I want to hear from you. What's a game you're terrible at, but still love playing. Not necessarily the hardest game ever, but just that one game that personally you can't master, but you've always come back to. Drop it in the comments. Bonus points if it's something I should try on the channel. If you like this kind of retro discussion, hit like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you next time for some more retro gaming goodness.